Yo, greetings and welcome to Comic Discussion with Friends. It's a special episode tonight coming off of such an amazing weekend. Uh yeah, we just experienced Comic Con in all its glory. So we're gonna pretty much go through all of that. The highlights, the closing, stuff that we've seen, you know. It was a great weekend. I'm tired, I'm beat down. But I'm not by myself. I'm joined here by an amazing group of individuals, my brothers in this collecting universe, in this comic universe. Have everybody here. Shout out, what's going on with y'all?
What's
Yo,
going on, everybody?
what is going on,
What
everybody
up?
in the building? We have my man Vinny in the building.
Evening salutations. What's going on, everybody? How you feeling tonight?
Definitely, man. I'm glad to have you on board. Everybody's okay. We have Anthony in the building. That's the 6L Mafia Anthony himself.
What's going on,
with you,
everybody?
bro?
It's just another day, man. Work.
Yeah,
Work,
yeah,
work,
yeah.
work.
Definitely. And last but not least, we have my man KG Chalamet. Now, here's the thing. Like, you have to. Let me reference it this way. It took a minute because he's out promoting Dune. So I had to actually get him off tour and. I know that he's busy with doing so much, but he was gracious enough to great to let his presence be felt tonight. So I'm so happy to have KG Chalamet on board with us. What's going on with you, boy? Where you at?
What's up? Hey, thanks for having me, Lael. Hey, listen, these interviews, man, they got me. I'm just tired right now, and I don't know what to do.
And as you can see, like, he's on tour right now because he got a haircut. Like, he cut his hair off, so he's in that promo mode right now. They're just promoting and everything like that. So everybody, shout out to Timothy Chalamet himself, KG Chalamet, all day, every day. KG Collector, man, I'm glad to have you on board here tonight. Man.
Yeah,
What's
I
going
can't wait to talk about some stuff on the live stream, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, we're going to talk about it a lot, man. But before we actually jump into that, let me address the live chat tonight and who we have. Of course, we have Lynch Design. My man, my brother, one of the coolest cats out there, Lynch Design. Shout out to Lynch. We're gonna get him on his show this week. As a matter of fact, he'll be on the show basically this Thursday with us. I'll have Robert Meyer Burnett. Of course, Will Foxification will be back with his segment. Hopefully, now Brendan's not joining us tonight. He's actually under the weather right now. He's experiencing these allergies. The season changes, so a lot of that comes into play. So, hopefully he gets better from that. Jace, yeah, will be joining us a little bit later after she gets done with another live show that she's on right now. And then also Jason, we should actually have him here soon. He's like another comic book member. He talks with us all the time, so we should have him. But anyway, yeah, we have Nicholas. Let me see who all we got, because we got quite a few. We got Collector Zone in the building. My man Marcos from Collector Zone. So glad to have him on tonight. Everybody, give him a shout out. If you haven't already subscribed to the Collector Zone Cantina, you want to get on that. He's my guy. He's a good guy. I can't wait. Also, we got something special planned. Now, a few people already beat me to like the whole Halloween thing, but I got something in the works coming up for Thanksgiving. So I'm actually team up with Collector Zone once again for possibly another giveaway for Thanksgiving. But I've come up with a couple rules. I'm going to discuss it with him first. I got to keep him in the loop because I don't know if y'all know Marcos, man. He's part of your mafia trade, man. Like, seriously, like he if stuff don't work out, he'll hit you up in your inbox and he'll be ready to punch you in your face. So, I don't you don't want to mess with Marcos like that. But anyway, everybody, shout out
like
to
me.
Marcos. If you see him in public, you already know what to do.
Definitely.
Pow! Give him that whole football smack in the ass for me and just tell him, yo, Lael sent us. So when you see Marcos hashtag, pow, smack in the ass all day, every day. My man, Marcos for Collector Zone, Okay. My man Marcos all day, straight up. But yeah, let's continue to address the chat. We got Joe Mama 007 in the building. We got Bob Dylan in the house. My man Bob Dylan all day. 6Scale Mafia, who's here. We have Joey Dahl in the building. Brian Hepburn in the building. We have DK Nicholas Cadino. We have Justin Moffett in the building. Who else do we have here? Mike Fiella is in the building. Dave C. Jay Rob's in the building. Let me see. Justin Murphy, he said, yo, what's up, y'all? How you doing, man? So glad to have you here with us tonight. RMD Collective, most definitely good to have you here tonight. We have Malachi Mabane in the building. So good to have you. Who else we got? Quite a few. Tobar in the building. My man, Tobar. Airy Visions is in the building. Let me see who else we have. 78 Vineyard. Vinny. Vinny D. We, the room specialist. Who else we got? We got Side Dream in the building. Let me see here. We got quite a few, man. I'm pretty sure Toya will be jumping in here pretty soon. She'll make her presence felt. She always does. Hold on, what did Marco say? Oh, yeah, and we got my man, the pretty boy, Will Foxification. Actually, you know what? Will Fox, we had a good chat yesterday. It was good to be on his show yesterday, man. And, I'm pretty sure he's probably at Olive Garden watching us tonight with, his whole selection of garlic bread and, salad on the house. So I'm glad to see him in the building. Shout out to Will. But yeah, man, like it's been an interesting weekend, man. Like, I mean, straight up, like a full festive weekend, man. Like a really, really, really festive weekend. I am beat down. Now, before we actually jump into like the first thing, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna put you on to something, okay? This guy right here, his name is Vinny, aka Dipset. Now we call him Dipset for a reason. And the reason why we call him Vinny Dipset is because the man can walk. Listen, he walked the entire time. Like if you're not with him, he'll dip out at any given time. He dips, like literally he dips. When I say dip, he dips. And you gotta if you don't have your cardio up beforehand, man, he is dip set.
There was so much to see, man. I couldn't leave anything unseen.
Oh man,
I don't know. Cardio, rule number one, right?
Cardio is rule number one, like straight up.
So
and when
you just blink and he's gone.
Literally, like literally,
go?
like literally, you gotta basically be on your P's and Q's. So walking around the con is an exercise. So number one, if you're looking to get your cardio up, if you're looking to drop some of them pounds and burn off some of that food that you might have ate, just walk with Dipset. He'll hook you up. Dipset's plan.
If it's a crowd in a convention, it's not an issue for me. I'm gonna get through it.
He'll get through it. He'll maneuver through it. It was quite the crowd, but he definitely maneuvered through it. But yeah, it's. Yeah, when you're walking with Dipset, make sure you got the right shoes on, your legs is up, have some pain meds in with you because by the end of that day, oh my God, he just doesn't stop walking. Bloodsport, he said he was at the con, man. He said he was at the, he missed us, man. I mean, you should have let your presence felt. Hit me up in the inbox, let me know you was there. We could have met up. I did meet up with, actually hung out with her the whole day on what, Friday?
Saturday.
Was it Saturday?
So.
No, it was Friday. It was Friday night. Yeah, because we didn't see her Saturday. Yeah, so it was Friday.
Yeah, it was Friday. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we definitely hung out with her then. It was amazing.
It feels like one long day because it was just like one crazy weekend. But yeah, I got to meet her Friday. She's good people. Amazing.
Definitely.
And awesome to hang out. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Malachi Mabane for the $5 super chat. May the scale be with you, brothers and sisters. Definitely, man. Always and every day. So yeah, so before we jump into the Comic-Con discussion, like I said, it was something that was missed. We didn't really get a chance to talk about it last week, but we did finally wind down to the first season of What If. And I know that there were mixed feelings about this show. Shout out to Seamus. What's going on, sir? So good to have you there. Shout out to everybody. Remember, if you haven't already, subscribed to Collector's Zone Cantina. And when you see my man Marcos, hashtag what you're supposed to do. Put that hashtag in there. If you see Marcos live, you want to actually first subscribe to Collector's Zone Cantina. If you see him out somewhere, you put it in the chat. Hashtag, you tell me what you're supposed to do when you see Marcos. But yeah, like straight up, like myself, I enjoyed it. There were a few episodes that were hit and miss for me, but when it wind down to the final episode, It was good. Like I really liked it. There was like we talked about before. It was a few plot holes, but I mean for the most part, I really did join it the whole way through. When it comes to like some of them, I'm hoping a lot of that can be translated down into 6 scale because if you haven't already seen it, for those of you who haven't already seen it, there were a few highlights, but there were a few things that I would definitely like to actually see in 6 scale quality, and that we could actually get as a 6 scale figure. Like mainly, I'm going to actually bring this one up already because I know this is probably one of the most talked about and one of the ones that a lot of people would actually want to see. I believe this is the one right here. Let me see. No, not this. Not this. This isn't the one that I'm actually looking for. The one that I'm looking for is. Let me see here. Here it goes. This is the one I'm looking for right here. So yes, I would love to actually see.
That would be cool.
Yo, if they come on, Hot Toys, if you want to actually produce a 6 scale figure, if you want to give us one, if you really want to give us one, man, definitely, I would love to actually receive this one right here. If you give us a vision, if you give us basically this version, this particular version, the one that was supposed to had happened. If you give us the Vision Ultron with all of the stones, come on, man.
Ultron armor.
With the Ultron armor, this thing would go off. Like it literally would go off. And if you give us the LED lighting where we don't have to put batteries in it, it could just have like an LED hookup. That would be crazy. Anthony, I know you would get this, bro, off the bat.
Of course, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, Ultron, Visions, Infinity Stones. Like, what's not to? That's OP, bro. Like, OP, like
OP, bro.
But you're right though. It just screams 6 scale figure. You know, just looking at that thing, the shelf prep, I can just imagine. Especially if it was like die cast.
Oh my God! If it was die cast on the shelf, bro, can you imagine that?
Mm-hmm. I'd pay $500 for it.
Oh my God!
Like,
all right, we got my boy Jedi Kid in the building. Can you hear me, bro?
Yo,
I hear you, fellas.
Okay, good. So glad to have you, man. I'm glad you're on board. Everybody, shout out to Jedi Kid. He made it tonight.
Yeah, brother. What's going on, guys?
My man.
Much, man.
Yeah, Jedi Kid. You already know Anthony, and meet the kid himself. KG Chalamet himself.
What's up, KC? What's up, boy?
What's up, man?
So man. Good to have you on board. So yeah, we were right in the middle of talking about we're diving into like what if, just what we think about the series as a whole, but I was talking about basically like us, if they want to give us more of these figures, bro, if they want to actually give us, bro, if they gave us the Ultron Vision as a 6 scale figure.
I'm buying it. Yeah, I'm buying
it. Right. Like just right off the back, like I would love to have this figure, bro. Like, I mean, it would be amazing. And you, of course, here's the thing. If they give us this, they would most definitely have to give us Watu. They would have to. Mm-hmm. They would have to give us the Watu, bro.
They have to do that.
They have to give us Watu. Like,
what scale would you think he would be, bro? They had to be like the size of a Hulk or like maybe.
Well, here's the thing, because if you looked at it, Watu and Vision stood at the same exact height.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They stood at the same exact. Like it would probably be a bit bigger, but he wasn't too big. Now, true to scale, if we went off of the actual comic version, Watu
be like a Hulkbuster.
He definitely wouldn't be that size. You know what I mean? But again, for shell presence and oh my God, it would be simply amazing. But yeah, and Mr. Chalamet, would you get this figure, bro?
With that Dune money, I'm buying 5 of them.
Oh yeah.
With that Doom money.
No, but honestly, like I'm all for it. Like, I'm not into the What If series figures right now with Hot Toys, but if they announce this, it's over.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely it's one of, I know we're gonna get into the discussion later, but it's absolutely one of my favorite episodes that we see from this series. So Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if they do it in diecast, because I wanted to do it in diecast, I think it would be better if it was in diecast.
Oh yeah.
And have that stones. If the stones light up, if they find a way to make it a USB portal, instead of using those stupid batteries that they tend to do, yeah, this is gonna be a good figure. Maybe possibly figure of the year whenever this figure comes out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
If the mask comes up too with Vision's face
Oh,
behind it.
yeah.
With Vision's
man.
face in there, bro, with the red eye, yeah, that would
Yeah, I'm
be
getting-
incredible, bro. I mean, that's it's just mainly a no-brainer. It's a shame what he basically. You know what? This is what I want to say about this show and as a whole. The only thing that I really did not like about this show, there's two things that I didn't like about the show, but I guess it made sense for just, I guess, what they were going with or they were running with when it came to it. But the treatment of Thanos, bro, they did him dirty as shit on every episode, bro.
Wow.
Like they literally
did.
did him
But you gotta,
dirty.
he died though. In the main MCU, he died.
Yeah, but again, he died in the main MCU, but they're telling this story as from a what if, point of view, which in other universes, versions of the universe, like for instance, now I'm guessing in season 2, we're gonna go back to what we were, or pretty much everyone is wanting to see from Wakanda, because at the end of that episode, we saw Thanos with a whole bunch of Wakandian of
With the
zombies.
shorties, with
Yeah,
the girls.
exactly. But
Yeah.
he was also a zombie himself with the gauntlet. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if we're going to see that. But besides that, he got zero love, bro.
I love
he
it.
got no love. They
I
did
love
him
it.
dirty. You loved
Same thing with
it?
Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
You love the
Iron
way
Man
they did
kinda-
him, bro?
You know why? Because he pissed me off in the main with his last 2 movies. I was so glad to see him get his like just twice. Right? I mean, he walked in like he was going to tear Vision apart. Vision was like, interesting. Zoop. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Oh, my back. You gotta excuse me, my back. But like, this is perfect. This is perfect.
Oh,
So I loved it,
man.
bro. I loved it, man.
See,
I know. I just wanted to see him get it. I'm sorry.
Watch
Oh,
them
no.
announce it tonight.
I
They're
don't
gonna
know,
announce it.
Raj. Vinny, what was your thoughts on it, bro?
Yeah, first of all, I definitely agree about Thanos. I think I was more troubled by him being like a fun, laid back one of the guys in the Ravagers Thanos episode than him getting one shot at by Vision. I mean, I find that more believable than him being just like a hippie now. But whatever. I mean, I guess the whole premise of the show is things that we wouldn't usually see. So instead of being this menacing figure that is when you see him, everything stops. I guess they had to write their way out of that so that way he wouldn't dominate every episode he's in, and which obviously from a writing standpoint would be tough. So I guess it made some sense in that respect. But yeah, definitely tough to watch as a Thanos fan like we are. As for the Vision Ultron, I mean, I think the coolest thing about this character is that from an Ultron fan also point of view, we didn't really get to see Ultron be Ultron in Age of Ultron.
Ever. Yeah.
So this was kind of like throwing us a bone. Here's one for you guys. We know how much that a lot of the fans loved Ultron in the comics all these years, and when we got to see him in the movie, I mean, he's usually like unstoppable, and no matter how many times you think you beat him, oh wait, he downloaded himself into another robot that we didn't know existed. He's almost impossible to get rid of, and they wrapped up his story way too neat and nicely in one movie, and that was tough as a fan because they didn't really build on that anymore. And he was funny, which was tough to watch. I mean, that movie isn't as bad as it was for me now. That when I first seen it, it has it's gotten a little bit better over time, but definitely, what if Ultron is more, what we've all wanted to see as Ultron fans, and that is just AI on the most menacing level possible, and that's what he is. And then combine them with Vision, them two together. Obviously, they were to be reckoned with even before he got the stones, and with the stones, without any kind of human or mortal morals to hold him back and what he can do.
That was awesome too.
You got to see just how much trouble we'd all be in. You know,
Yeah.
if an AI program who thought the best way to have peace in the universe would be no living life,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, definitely. And we have with us finally we have in the building. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen. How is
What's going
everyone
on?
tonight?
How you doing,
Oh,
man?
man.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Definitely. Hey, everybody, shout out. Everybody, say hello to. We finally have her in tonight. We actually had a chance to hang out at the Comic-Con on Friday, and it was amazing. It was such an amazing experience. So it was good to actually have you there. You came in like as we're basically just talking about the what if episodes, you know, Brady. So basically, like the, you know, what we thought, our final synopsis of the season itself. We wanted to actually dive in a little bit and touch on this particular episode, but also just, you know, kind of talk about, you know, our feelings towards, you know, everything that we actually saw, and, you know, what we liked, what we might have actually disliked. Before that, because I did miss this real quick. Shout out to S Bean for the $2 super sticker. Do
Yes,
appreciate
Bean.
that. But yeah. But yeah, we were just kind of just as a wrap up, just trying to go into it. Before, like I said, I was going into what I'm gonna get your thoughts in here in a minute. But I'm gonna actually go to first, Anthony. I know you didn't really see everything, but so far, when you talk about, you know, when you think about just the episodes or the season in a whole, what were your feelings? Because I know here's the thing is with this season, I mean, and what if like it's, I think the only way, you know, that people probably, in my feeling, the only way that people could probably embellish the story is if they thought about doing this as possibly like an animated film. Because the reason why I say that is because doing it as shorts, if you're doing it as just like maybe like 30-minute episodes, 25-minute episodes, stuff like that, people don't really get a chance to connect well to characters. Like they can't really grow or develop that type of relationship with individual characters, especially if you're trying to if you're following a long-term narrative. And if people are, because again, we know that they're reaching out to a newer audience. They're trying to basically bring a new audience in versus us who have read the comics for so long, read them for so many, you know, years, and we followed it. We know the narrative. But to tell this story in such a smaller scale,
Like it's
it
being
can
rushed.
be it can be rushed, and it can be a bit hard to or connect to. But Anthony, what did you think, bro?
Well, I agree with you for the most part, but what I think is brilliant about the show, because it's interesting that you mentioned that, because we can touch on that, is that, well, we grew up reading What If comics. So for one, I already like that. I like just the whole What If concept.
Yeah.
The second part of it, I appreciate it being more of an anthology rather than a serialized,
Right.
because they decided to do the What If in the MCU. So to counter what you were saying, I don't think they need too much character growth, because we're basically familiar with all these characters. They're just alternate versions of them. So I think it's a cool mix that they can do half hour kind of a mix of almost anthology type show, but also, as we can tell, they're stringing them together, you know, intertwining. So I think it's great. I haven't watched every single episode. I did watch 8, right? So the first part of this, I didn't see the last episode, and there was a couple I missed that I've just been busy and I got to catch up on. But everything I've liked everything so far that I've seen. Yeah, I kind of agree with Jedi Kid with Thanos, but at the same time, he's dope. But then he just got yeeted like fucking like.
I just want to see him get it, bro.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I agree with Vinny, man, because like I didn't like it. I don't like Age of Ultron personally. I didn't like the movie. Yeah, I didn't like how that was a wrap for Ultron. I'm like, no, dude, Ultron's like this. You know, he's like cockroaches, man. You can't get rid of him. Like, you know, he should be around. And I was hoping that they would save that, or at least kind of have like almost an Infinity War style ending to where, oh, he may still be around type situation. He might not be fully gone, and they haven't bothered exploring him anymore. So it was dope to see him like that. I love Ultron and I loved Vision. So it's like, dude, yeah. Again, Hot Toys, make that
happen. Let's make that happen. really quick, shout out to my lady, the lady of the evening, my lady, my queen, Latoya. She said she gives a 49. Babe, why'd you do that though? Because you know I'm gonna have to.
Wow.
Like she puts in a $50 or $49 like super chat, knowing I'm gonna have to give it right back to her anyway.
She
Yeah,
put the bid in. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, well, she puts it here, but you know, we like to support. She say, "Hey, it was so good to meet you this weekend. You hanging out with us made my day. We talked last, shimmy to the music. Hello, y'all. She has such great, welcoming, and genuine energy. Huge pleasure to have connected in person. Yes, it was such a blast having you there. Like, and just. I was joking around like earlier, and you know, on where Vinny is like, we call him Dipset because he can walk anywhere. But Vinny, I don't know, bro. You got some competition with her because she can walk too.
She
can definitely keep up. Like when it comes to that,
everything Toya said, she was right along. She fit right in. She was
and like she.
Yep.
Yo, she fits in with any and every dynamic. Like literally in any dynamic, any atmosphere, she just fits in. She just becomes a part of it, like a piece of a puzzle that fits any puzzle, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? So it was such a good time to have you there. Whatever. I'm gonna get to you because I want to get to you last, but yo, unless KG Chalamet, you still want to go last?
I want to go last.
Okay. So we're gonna go to. What did you basically think about the season of What If?
Well, before I get to that, I just want to say, Latoya, I feel the exact same way. And I just loved hanging out with all of you. It just enhanced the experience so much more for me. And, you know, I felt like we've been friends forever. And thank you for the kind words, Lael. You know, I do appreciate that. So I just wanted to say that. I also wanted to say that, yes, I loved the What If series. And, you know, my favorite one was the zombie one. But what I was going to say is I just thought it had a lot of style to it. And they were limited in time to what they could do. So, you know, they had to think very carefully of what they wanted to show us. You know, of course, the episode, I think it was the second to the last one where, and it's probably the one that you all were talking about, where there were just so many transitions from multiverse to multiverse. And it just seemed like it had this nonstop energy that you always imagine when you read a comic. You always imagine that, even if you're looking at a full page spread where it has multiple scenes all on the same page. And, you know, your imagination runs wild. Okay, here the person goes to the right and then to the left and then back and forth. But we actually got to see it in a way that we've really never seen that before. So, you know, I think it was a very clever way of showing us stuff that we've been wanting to see. And clearly often is best done in an animated series. And sometimes they reach that potential in live action. But What If really gives us that extra, you know, excitement in what we've already been looking for, and already our imaginations are growing. So I really love that. And I think that, you know, for me, the zombie one felt like the Civil War movie, but just, you know, like a zombie version of it. And I liked it. And I think that even though the zombie genre is, you know, not something that we're all entirely unfamiliar with, I think there's a lot of places to go with it, and they made it work for that. And so, you know, that revival of it really excited me, and I wasn't expecting to see my favorite heroes in that light, but you know, it's like, and they did it, and so, you know, it was so enjoyable. So I think that the series itself is essentially, for me, and you mentioned reading the What If comics, but everybody has always had this, you know, thing happen where you say, well, what if I took my figure and mixed it with another figure, and what would it make? You know?
Yeah.
So, and, you know, I've done that a lot of times. And I said, well, is it possible for this figure to fly? Or is it possible for this figure to have telepathy? Or, you know, this figure's conflicted. If they have this conflict, does it mean that they're more sympathetic, or their powers will be, you know, challenged every time they can't, you know, resolve that personal conflict? All these sort of complicated stories and things that we're all imagining anyway. And so, you know, I imagine that when they created, you know, obviously from the comics, but even when they sit down at the table and say, okay, we're going to do this What If series, you know, and then, you knew there was someone who was like, well, I got to have Cap as a zombie. Like, we got it, you know, like, and it's sort of like making our dreams come true, but also making whoever created the series dreams come true. And while it's not perfect, no series is ever going to be perfect. I think that they definitely hit or or tapped on a potential for something that we all want to see. We love these characters. So,
Yeah.
you know, like finally getting to see them in this different way and kind of just enjoying it. And I, even as a woman, had actually always said that I wanted to see the character's name is leaving my head, but I always wanted to see her as Captain America.
Oh, you
Peggy
mean
Carter?
Peggy Carter? Yeah.
Yes. And so, you know, it's
Peggy.
not that I didn't like Captain America. I just, you know, I said they must have tried this on a woman, you know, like they had to have tried this on a woman at some point, or some circumstance must have arisen that, you know, a woman was experimented on. And I think we kind of got a reinforcement of that in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because, you know, we saw that, you know, for, let's say, if you didn't read the comics, but you're just watching the series for the first time, you were introduced to the fact that there was, you know, another Cap. So, you know, we have to kind of understand, or at least maybe imagine, that there were some other Caps out there. And, you know, however it happened, maybe it didn't happen the way we saw it with Peggy in What If, but maybe it happened another way. And so, you know, it just was so much fun. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I think that, you know, I hope they make more of them. Like I want to see like, you know, 10 seasons of this and really just kind of have fun with it and play with it. And, you know, of course I loved, you know, the Wakanda kind one, so to speak. I thought that was very creative. Something that happened to me while I was watching that one, and I'm actually kind of excited talking about it because I liked it so much, was that I felt like he could be anyone. And this is something that I actually hadn't really felt before. And it's not that he was limited as Black Panther. And I'm not saying that, but I kind of like felt that he could go into other, there just seemed to be this representation of him that he had potential to be a lot of other things. And so I'm hoping that we see that in other multiverses, as it indicates in What If. But I also kind of felt, and this is just very nostalgic, that he was kind of still with us. And I was telling LaToya about this. I felt that he was still with us when I watched that episode. And I knew very well that he wasn't, but I felt that. And I kind of joked about how a lot of the recent episodes of what we've been seeing, either live action or animation, have been making me somewhat emotional. Like, for example, I was watching the Loki series, and in the Loki series, there's a scene where Mobius gets killed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I wasn't expecting to have that emotional reaction to him getting killed. I actually had like a heart palpitation. I wasn't expecting to feel that way, but I started to realize that, you know, it's like they're taking all of everything that we love to a different level. And, you know, perhaps what we're seeing are not just our fantasies, but they're also the fantasies of these creators, and maybe even the fantasy of the characters themselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of like looking at it from that kind of a level, and it's just really exciting, and I loved it. So that's my take on it.
Nah, your explanation was basically spot on. Jedi K, before I get to you, and then we'll get to my man, Mr. Chalamet. Toya, she sends another $4.99 super chat. She was like, she said no because I love and I had to shout her out. Your channel is how I met her, so I accept the love, babe.
I love you too, LaToya.
Linda, you and Linda's also a bad influence. Linda's also a bad influence in here, but love to have her here, definitely. We also got a super chat by my man Lynch Design. Oh, okay, he comes through all the time. Lynch Design, shout out to you, man. What an amazing panel tonight. Shout out to all the great people in the chat. Love this community. I was so jealous of the con photos. I wish I was there with you guys. Don't be surprised if I Photoshop in hit the like button. Definitely.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, right. He'll pull a Jimmy Kimmel, just flash right in. Definitely. Well, you know what? If you don't come with us, all right. So look, the invite is out there next year. Lynch, when we drop at the Comic-Con, you got to stop through. So next year, you got to make yourself your presence be felt and come through. I think everybody in this group right here, all of us, we have to go to Comic-Con.
Oh, 100%.
I've been to so many cons. I didn't make it to New York this year, but I've been.
Bro, you gotta make it to New York.
I've been to one in Cali. I've been to New York before, but not this year.
Come on, listen, everybody that's in the chat, let's make it an affair next. Look, let's just mark this down. Next year, we are all going to meet up at New York Comic Con. What say you? For real. 100%. Let's all meet up. We'll all link up and we'll have a good time. We'll just turn New York out all day. So let's do it.
And I'll get you tickets to Willy Wonka. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Oh.
So let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Everybody, definitely. We're going to meet up at
Yeah.
Comic-Con because it'd be a much bigger event. This year, it was
Yeah.
still huge. Don't get me wrong. It was huge, but it didn't have everyone there. Like, there wasn't
Right.
a really huge turnout when it came
Yeah.
to the panels. But other than that, it was good. So, come on, man. Like, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get
Yeah.
it. Anyway,
Yeah,
Jedi Kid, bro, because I
Yes,
know you
sir.
mentioned earlier, but what did you think about the season as a whole, bro?
I enjoyed it. It wasn't flawless, but I really liked a lot of the episodes. There were some I didn't like, but the two that got me emotionally charged, I think, was the Wakanda episode. Like Arun was saying earlier, like that one, man,
Yeah.
losing him was just too soon, man.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
hear his voice playing T'Challa
Yeah.
again was awesome
Heartwarming.
for me.
Yeah.
Like I loved it, bro.
Yeah.
And the other one that touched me really was Doctor Strange.
No
Yeah.
I
doubt.
was like,
That's my
whoa!
favorite.
I was
Yes.
not expecting it to be
Yes.
that deep, bro. He gave up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't care about the
Yeah.
world. He didn't care about what he loved that woman so much. He gave up everything.
Yeah.
So to
Everything.
see that emotional connection, because we don't really get to see that with him in a movie like that. I don't think not that deep.
Nah,
We know
nah.
we know he cared about her in the film, but we didn't see him. Oh, I love you, boom, 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 boom. It wasn't like that in the film. But to
Yeah.
see it laid
Yeah.
out in this what if special, and to see but to see what he went through to try to save
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
over and over and dying and dying
Yeah,
and
man.
over. I was like, wow,
Phenomenal.
like those two to me were like the two deepest episodes out of all of them, man. But
Yeah.
Definitely.
I give it an 8 out of 10, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like I
The
said,
episode or the series?
the whole series.
Oh,
Just
okay,
8 out of 10 for no. That Doctor Strange get a 10 out of 10, and so does the Chaka one get a 10 out of 10 with me. Both of them were perfect
Yeah.
to me. And it was cool to see. I know you guys Thanos fans, I get it, but it was cool to see him. Like what if somebody talked him off the ledge and brought him back?
Yes.
Like, okay, listen,
Yes.
Right.
you want
Brought
to
him
kill
down a notch.
everybody, I got you. But isn't there another way we can do this? Just come on down and let's talk about it. And to have
Yeah.
T'Chaka be the one to do it, I was like, oh, this is
Definitely.
flawless, man. Like,
Yeah.
I just them two to me really got me
Yeah.
emotionally charged and engaged into those two episodes the most out of all of them. I love them. I like them all. Like I said, there was some I didn't like as much, but those two really stuck with me over that whole season. It was good to see Strange come back in the end and help
Yeah.
out with the team. That
Bro,
was cool.
literally at him coming back, he was the boss of the episode.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
literally, like
Yeah.
he was the boss. Like he held
Yeah,
everything together and held it
99%
down.
of the team.
What
Yeah.
a resurgence of that character at the end with him being like the leader almost, kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying?
Because what was
That was
incredible? What was incredible about it? Not to cut you off real quick, but what was
No,
incredible
I'm
about
good.
it was the simple fact that he was not only is he trying to, because he's hitting it from every angle. Not only
Every
is he
angle,
trying to keep the team together, not only is he
Mm-hmm.
battling, Ultron, but he's also battling with himself because those demons are trying to
the
take
grief.
over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
it was so much that was going on with that episode that was incredible.
He was the
What, he had
tank,
like
the
2,000
healer,
demons in him or
the
something like
long
that?
range ranger. He was like in an RPG game. He was every role in that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
But you
literally
trying
he
to
was.
be the good guy and still control all those souls inside of you, all those different entities inside of you. That alone gave him props to me on that team.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was, it was redemption because that episode really it boiled down to the coldest line of it was at some point this isn't about love, this is about ego. He
Right.
He wanted to prove that he could do the
He could bring it back.
And
Mhm.
that was such a profound way to look at what had happened to him in that episode, and it was cool to
Yeah.
see it come back around. I mean,
No matter what he did, every moment,
nothing could change
nothing
it.
worked because she was meant to die, and he
She was meant
couldn't
to die.
handle that.
and apparently
Destiny.
Iron Man dying is a fixed point.
Yeah. I'm like, oh,
He
Yeah,
kept
right.
dying.
They're like,
Kept dying.
They're like that contract. That's a fixed point. We ain't
bro.
Yeah.
Subliminal message
It's
like,
like
oh,
that
Tony,
butterfly
yeah,
effect
get him
stuff,
out of
you
here.
know what I
Get him
mean?
out of here. Get him out of here.
$40 million in the movie. Yeah, he ain't. back nowhere.
Coming back. No
Yeah, it's
time
like
soon.
what? But
Yeah.
you notice that's what I was trying to say earlier to you. Like you notice everybody that died in the films, they didn't get a not a snowflake's chance in hell. And what if they always
Yeah.
die?
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that was cool. You know, I got to
Yeah.
see that a little bit. But wow,
yeah. It was. I don't know. I like I said, my favorite episode to me, well, it was T'Chaka. T'Challa, of course. But I'd say the crescendo for me was episode 8. That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was
Eight.
freaking. I couldn't. Yeah. I
Which
couldn't
one was
call
8?
it- 8 was before 8. Eight was before 9.
Before the final.
That's
battle.
when Y2. Yeah.
Like
That's
oh,
when-
wow, too. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Infinity
yeah.
War
Yeah, when they were
episode of
fighting
War.
and they were like going through all the
Yeah,
was
bro.
crazy.
With his
like
armor,
years.
if we get the Watcher with his armor with Ultron and Hot Toy
That's
form,
sick.
Yeah.
I'm getting it. I'm
It's
getting
over. It's over. Yo, KG Chalamet, it is your time now, bro. And what did you think, man?
yeah, honestly, like this, my favorite episode is the Thor. Honestly, the best episode.
Oh,
No, I'm
party
just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, honestly, like there's
I
definitely
was like,
ups
this
and downs
panel's
with the
about
show.
to be 5 people.
I mean, there's definitely ups and downs, right? They used characters from the past movies because they know that younger audience or audience that know these characters from the past films because these characters are well known, because I don't know much about What If comic books, so I'm sure there's more characters in the What If comic book series, so they brought characters that they felt that have an emotional connection for people, right? So like Peggy Carter, Chadwick, definitely Chadwick, and Doctor Strange, right? So by far my favorite episode is the Doctor Strange, and then second is that T'Challa episode because there's something about Chadwick and the character of the Black Panther just brings people together, and how it sort of symbolized it in the episode too, where he brought the Mad Titan himself. He brought him into family, right? And that's how Chadwick was in real life. He loved bringing people together.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they symbolized that in some sort of way in this episode. And listen, Hot Toys better make a Chadwick Boseman Hot Toy figure. Because right now I do
Star-Lord,
not
right?
have.
Yeah.
I don't have a Chadwick Boseman figure. And I need it right now, and I hope they do make it. And after watching the Chadwick Boseman episode, I went to go watch Black Panther again, and let me tell you guys something. I teared up. Like I was just like, damn, this guy's not coming back to do another movie. It sucks. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but each episode that he's in, his voice gets weaker and weaker.
Yes.
He sounds half dead.
Yes.
So it's like that's
Yes.
when he was in the bad time, and
Yeah.
it sucks. It sucks that a guy like him, at such a young age, it really sucks because we could have gotten a live action, because I know that Disney said that they were going to make a spin-off series for Chadwick Boseman as Star-Lord. So I mean that was one of the plans for them to do, but then once his passing came, now that obviously that's not coming into fruition. But I mean the episodes, the episode 8 was my favorite. Episode 9 was okay. It wasn't the best episode, but episode 8 with Ultron and the Watcher fighting, that was an episode right there.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
I think we didn't expect 8, right?
Yeah.
Right,
You
we
don't
did not.
expect it.
Right.
You're watching it, and then
Even
you're
comic
like,
book fans, it's really rare. I can't remember. I mean, I believe it's happened, but of all the years I've been reading, I don't have any of the issues or remember ever reading Watcher actually.
I've never seen him interfere. Yeah.
I've only seen
intervene
him.
or anything.
I've seen him intervene, but not
Barely.
Not
Right.
fighting though.
You're right.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And the Doctor Strange episode is, I had low expectations because the previous episodes were kind of like, it's okay.
Yeah,
But when I
me
watched
too.
this episode, it just showed that, there's always a motivation to become a character, right? So like, let's say for instance, what if Uncle Ben didn't die? What if, he had the, time stone, Spider-Man had the time stone, and, he's trying to repeat it. I don't want Uncle Ben to die, but it's going to happen every single time, because that death, it sort of moves you to become that character. So I'm glad that they sort of found a character like Doctor Strange who has this love for this character. I forgot her name. I don't know her name. Do you guys know her name?
Which one?
Which one?
From Doctor Strange episode, the one you kept going back and back.
Rachel.
Rachel, yeah.
Rachel, yeah. So it's like I'm glad that we saw an episode like that. Like nothing is. I mean, even though if you're trying to find a perfect time to go back and trying to save somebody, it's never going to happen because that death shapes you. So I'm glad that there's always a price to pay. If you're gonna go back and try to get these powers, these demons, I don't know, there was like 20,000 demons in him, and it just shows that one little change will destroy the universe. That's what Watcher says at the end of the episode. So I'm overall, the series it was a good series. It's not perfect, but hopefully season 2 of What If we get some more great characters. And I'm excited for the series.
And by the way, KG, there is a What If comic. What if Uncle Ben had lived?
No,
Great
I know there's a What If comic book. Oh, there is with Uncle Ben.
No, actually, what your example was. What if?
Really? Oh, I don't know much about What If. So
they kill on it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. So I mean, if they do that,
the comics didn't. Like Leo was saying, kind of, it's like they used MCU, so they're intertwining it. It's not quite anthology.
Yeah.
With the comics, that's all it is. You just get a random issue of. There was no continuity. They just were like, "Hey, what if?"
Because they had
comics did it. They just
Fantastic
do.
Four.
Right.
Right.
What if?
Famous story to pull from to tweak.
Exactly.
My
What
favorite
if?
still.
What if Mary Jane was Spider-Man? Like
Right.
exactly. And
what if she got bit by the spider? Like it was.
I mean,
there's books out there that
the story is endless for What If. They can do so much with it.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
I hope that in season 2 we get some amazing, interesting episodes, and hopefully more episodes this time because it's been short.
The other great thing
9
about
episodes.
it too is
So
it also kind of prepares the audience for the ramifications of a multiverse. I mean, Loki did it, but this furthers getting the audience used to the idea of multiverse and other realities, so that they're as primed for what's to come in Phase 4 as possible.
Definitely,
Right, for us comic
Loki
readers, we're
definitely
like,
opened the
whatever,
door.
bring it. That's all we know is multiverse stuff. So
of course, there's 1,000 different Peter Parkers. Well, now this is letting the cat, your average Joe know that's coming.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What am I fired for? What did I do?
He's joking.
I
But
know.
no, yeah, man. Like I definitely, definitely. It was again. It wasn't. The season wasn't without its flaws. There weren't. It wasn't without like a few. Yeah, that party Thor. They can throw that one away. They can throw that one away.
Party Thor was just too much.
That episode, it was just way too much. But I mean, again, it wasn't without its flaws. But it was also, it wasn't. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed I really enjoyed the first episode with Peggy Carter.
Bro.
I did, bro.
I'm sorry.
I loved it
too.
because the thing is,
Great.
I like what it gave us, in a simple fact, because it opened up for so many possibilities, bro. The reason why I liked it is because it wasn't forced, but it was something that we were thinking about, and I'm sure a lot of people were thinking about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it started off that way, and then I don't know, I just like the Peggy Carter or the Captain Carter, character. I don't know. It is just seeing that character, and also, like I said, the Hydra Stomper. I was just like, yo, I'm all in. So I just loved it.
Is that die cast, by the way?
No.
Oh, it's plastic.
Dude.
It's plastic.
It's like
power
a hard,
pose.
it's like a power pose, but I'm still getting it because I just have to have
Oh yeah,
it.
for
It's
sure.
gonna be
You have
dope.
to get it.
It's
And
gonna
I'm
be
glad
incredible.
they did that because a lot
Somebody
of people were theorizing for Peggy Carter to become the next Captain America, or Captain
They've been
Britain.
saying that for years.
So I'm glad it came somewhat into fruition. So
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, all in all, like I said, I mean, I give the season basically. I give it a partial. I give one thumbs up, one halfway.
Half a
I
thumb.
liked
There
it.
you go.
You know
That's
what I mean?
Being honest.
I liked it because the thing is, it's like, you know what? There was some. Put it this way, it would probably have a full thumb if they did not introduce that Thor episode. That was terrible.
Party
and I don't
Thor,
know
baby.
who thought.
We got to take Vegas out.
Yeah, that was really a tough watch for them to do that. But I mean, it is what it is, and I guess, they kind of nerfed the character a tad bit. But I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I liked it. But I don't know. Everybody on the chat, I'm pretty sure you saw it. So tell us what you thought about it. Tell us if you want a second season. I mean, I know I do. Because there's so many possibilities. So I'm just hoping that they actually give it to us. So. Yeah, just let us know what you thought. How you felt about the season, how you felt about some of the shows, hit or miss for you. Definitely let us know. But moving on, we're going to talk about something that was definitely near and dear, man, like Comic Con,
The
New York
con.
Yes.
New York Comic Con, man.
The
Like
con.
literally, like I know there were a few people from different. There was a few content creators that actually went as well. That were there. That they said they were there. I didn't get a chance to see them. And the thing is, it's hard because you're floating around the venue. First off, like this year was different because, because of COVID restrictions, there were certain things that you had to do. You had to like right outside the Javits Center, you had to go to like one portion of the street. You had to cross over. You had to go, show your badge, your identification that you actually got your vaccine, and then they actually give you your wristband, and that wristband you have to wear all 3 days. You can't take it off. You have to wear it all 3 days because if you take it off and you lose it, whatever. So that's why you want to put it on as slightly as you can so you can take it on and off, whatever. But so you had to have the wristband, and you actually go back and you get through. The thing is, people didn't really expect it to be as big of a turnout as it was. And to be quite honest, it was really big. It was a lot of Sunday, I think, was probably one of the biggest turnouts of all 3 days. But yeah, literally Friday. Now, you went on Thursday, right?
Yes.
And you said that the Thursday, it wasn't that big of a turnout, correct?
That is correct. It was very sparse. There was hardly anyone there, and you could walk around easily.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Some guy, I don't know who this is. If you're in here, man, this Knights of Ren, my phone has been blowing up nonstop for like 5 minutes.
What is it?
Just liking every single thing on my Instagram.
Oh, I thought for a second I thought said they released Knights of Ren. I was like,
no, somebody in there, but I was just
excited.
like, my phone's like, I'm like, what is going on? It's still happening. Anyway, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
You got to block them. You must block them.
No, it's fine. They're just liking my photos, but I was like, wow.
Thank
you. I was like, every single,
yeah. That's what's up.
Well, if it's okay, then it's all right.
Yeah.
But, yes, on Thursday, it was pretty much empty. And I think that was, obviously setup day for a lot of vendors, but there were still a lot of vendors. And the thing that got me was that it had been so long since I had been to a venue where I saw vendors and just, the tables with comics on them and, the graded comics, in the containers. I don't know what it's called, but I haven't seen that in person in ages. I actually went up to it and just touched it. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is a vendor and they have different things. He says, can I help you? This was so refreshing because all this time it's been online and, kind of like there's nothing tangible to it. And, you go to these things and you go to an event and you see a vendor and they have stuff that you probably couldn't see online because maybe they have one or two of them and they try to give you deals. And it was just so refreshing to even see it. In fact, when I was sort of like online to when it opened on Thursday at 10 a.m., I got to see that whole hall area in front of where the main panel stage is just fill up with people. And I realized at that point that people have been starving for Comic-Con. I mean, like there's been such a strong desire to finally have this. And even up to the last minute, I also cover live events and some of the events that I've been covering, I buy the tickets for, and then I get an email saying, oh, this has been canceled. And it's happening over and over again. And so there was this, fear that I had, I was like, is the con going to happen? So until I got into the door and I knew that this was happening, I couldn't really even relax about it. So I was so excited that day. I of course I walked the floor about 4 times and then I went to a panel on Battlestar Galactica. And I saw Edward James Olmos and he was talking about the importance of Battlestar Galactica and all this sort of stuff that we love to talk about. And I said, when was the last time I was even in a room with other fans who like what I like? Like this might have been 3 years for me, for whatever reason, but it felt so good to have that experience back. I mean, it really was, really kind of satisfied something that was missing. I always felt like, I don't have that wonderful feeling of being at a con. And Thursday didn't have as many people. So there weren't as many cosplayers. And I knew I was going to be meeting Vinny and Lael and LaToya and Bruce at the con the next day. But, I thought to myself, gee, I wonder if more people are going to come. And they did. Like it's, Thursday was not an indication of what the con eventually was going to turn out to be. Was it, Lael?
No, it definitely wasn't. I mean, The thing is, I was just like you. Like, we had gotten like so many notifications earlier on that, from different events that were canceled out. And then when we got the notification, I thought sure that when we got that notification, 'cause I remember when we first got our tickets, which I hated that experience. The thing is, I always hate getting Comic-Con tickets because you have to sit in that long ass queue, and if you don't, it is brutal. And the thing is, it's like they did it differently this year because you actually could pay $100. You pay $100 to get an earlier access to get tickets. So you get the earlier access. So if you like a pre. So if you didn't pay that, then you're in line and you're waiting for them to go through. By the time you get through, like, and even it doesn't matter if you just sit there like 20 minutes before and you keep refreshing, not even refreshing, but you're just sitting there waiting for the queue to start. And then you're sitting there waiting for everything to refresh, and you're like, well, I've been in here, so it doesn't matter because the whole time you're there, and once you get in, we at that time we were only able to get like Friday and Sunday tickets. Now they had we don't normally go on Thursday. We normally go on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's just mainly tradition for us. So it was like
Thursdays are kind of the
it's like the opening day. So they have just everything out there, but. It was like, that queue was the worst. It was probably the worst to get through. And, once that happened and we got the tickets, a few weeks later, we find out that, okay, now they're releasing Saturday tickets. And I knew that was going to happen right after they put out the COVID restrictions. Yeah. And once they did that, then they said that there were more Saturday tickets available because a lot of people had canceled their Saturday tickets because they couldn't get in. Like, I was like, that was the worst. But the turnout was very surprising because I was like, wow, like literally, people, and I guess it was, people just wanted to go to the con. Like, that's it. People wanted to experice the con. They had a chance to basically, exactly. And that's what it was. Like, it was such a good time. I mean, it was worth the wait. The first day, but it was definitely worth the wait. Vinny, I know you felt the same thing, bro.
Yeah, this is when we step foot in Javits Center every year, it feels like home. It's such a amazing, beautiful place for fans and geek culture because just like any concert or whatever have you gathering of fans, it's like everyone there is not just going to a movie or reading a comic or something because it's just something to do. Virtually everyone is there is passionate about the geek culture, and everyone there, like, it's all love. People are so nice to each other, and you get to talk to other people about characters or minute details or obscure characters like Dredd. Perfect example. There's two guys cosplaying as Dredd outside the Javits Center.
That's awesome.
In a picture. And then walked up to him and was like, man, they got to stop playing around and make a sequel. We sat there chatting for 5 minutes about how much we all want to see Carl Urban back in another Dredd movie. And, maybe 8 out of 10 people on the street, if you stopped and was like, man, wouldn't you be happy if they made another Dredd 2 movie? They look like you had two heads. Like, they wouldn't have any idea what you're talking about. And here's 140,000 people who have those same experiences as you and are as passionate about all this stuff as you are. So it's just so cool just shooting it up, shooting the shit with people who are in the crowd, just talking with, people while you're waiting in line for something, talking to dealers about, stuff that they've had to go through over the past year while they've, been waiting to interact with the fans and just talk shop with fans, with vendors, everybody. And then a lot of us, the past year and a half have been stuck in the house, or if we've gone out to movies and stuff, it's been limited people. And here, this is, first time for many people where you're shoulder to shoulder in a crowd, heavy traffic environment with a lot of people. So it's all new, it's all weird, kind of, but at the same time, it feels so good. I mean, like you said, it wasn't quite as many people as it usually is, wasn't quite as many venues, but we're jogging so that way next year we can run. I mean, it's like it's a step in the right direction. I was really worried all summer that they would, get cold feet and cancel because of Delta ramping up. And I'm glad that they, just said, let's just put in restrictions and keep the ball rolling. And it was so great seeing everybody there having a good time, having fun, and you heard that people passing by like, oh, this is so awesome! I can't believe they went through with it and they did it, and I just had a blast. Like, me and Leo and Bruce and Toya, like, and whoever comes with us, we have like a whole game plan that we do every year that we go through, and we make sure we see as much as possible. We go down Artist Alley. I get to see like hundreds of amazing art vendors. As an artist myself, it's something that's so great, and there's so many different vendors there that I'm such a fan of the work, and it's just
Yo, listen.
and there's so many amazing cosplayers, and you get to they're just so excited to be out there and do those things again. And shut Leo. And
I'm just, what? While you're talking, I'm just going to let you talk and finish. But I want to show y'all when Vinny says, him being an artist himself, like he really does this. Like this is something that he really does. This is basically his vision piece. Like this is probably
work is crazy.
Like
this is sick, bro.
This is Vinny's piece, and
That's
this is all like this piece right here. And like I said, his pieces are all, watercolor. He delves into that, and this piece right here is brilliant. Like and I was telling him, we had a conversation while we were there, and I was telling him like, yo, you need to. But here's the and that's what I'm saying, because here's the thing. Vendor 101 or no, Artist Alley 101.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an artist out there, any artist who's out there, we don't want to see, and the thing is, I don't want to see a carbon copy of what someone else did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You have to actually have your own style, your own niche, what makes you unique as an artist. And and this is what they look for. Mm-hmm. It's not hard for you to basically get a table and sell pieces, as long as it's not stock pieces and as long as it's true art. And that's the thing, is like I was talking to Vinny about it, like, yo, like he needs himself to have a table.
Yes.
Next year, however we can actually do it, because his pieces, you can go on his site is Vincent Dunn Art. He basically has his own website where he sells a lot of his pieces, but you can also see his stuff on Instagram as well. But yeah, he lives this. It's an awesome piece. Like this is what he does. Like his pieces are incredible. I have a few of them. I have like two of my favorite pieces. But like he does this. Like this is basically what he does.
Much appreciated. Very humbling. I talk to a lot of different artists and vendors, try to pick their brains and get some information, because I've always been I've done a lot of local conventions, and I've always been gunshot to pull the trigger for Comic-Con, partly because of it being so overwhelming, and also partly because I enjoy actually attending as a fan. But I think going this year and just seeing the amount of similar styles and stuff, and I feel like I bring something different, and I'd like to I'll look into it, and I probably will be attending. I haven't 100% decided. I'm still gathering information, but I definitely am planning to within the next year to start running the New York Comic Con as well. So I'm looking forward.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's fun. There's some watercolors, and there's some Copic pieces and pen and ink. But yeah, for the past year or so, I've definitely been focusing more on watercolor. I love it. Yep.
Yeah, these were some of the actual photos.
Yeah, there's so many great cosplayers.
Yes.
Nice, yeah.
This was sick. I mean, there were so many. They had a Ahsoka there. She killed it. Of course, we had Miles. This piece was good because her wings were fully animated. They were dope. It was crazy. This guy was he was bananas. And this right here, yo, they were actually selling. This guy was insane. Yo, he was like 6'8", literally 6'8" with this. Yeah, this dude was 6'8", bro, with this mask on. It was a Nick Cage mask. Like, I guess there's a film that he's in where he plays this character, and they were actually promoting
on the mask.
And
that's
bro, this dude was 6'8". Like, I was like, yo, that's it. It was insane. Look. There was a Loki overhaul at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Everybody and their grandmom was dressed up as Loki. There were so many different renditions.
And Scarlet Witch. There was Scarlet Witch and Loki.
Yeah. This was crazy. This was the
Wow.
Moon Knight.
That's sick.
Yo, she killed it.
That's amazing.
Had to get a
man.
picture of that. And then this
I
one,
saw this.
Oh, it's
I
awesome.
saw this post.
Yeah.
yeah,
Really
this
good
one was incredible. And this we had
Oh, brothers.
yeah, like there was
Fantastic.
yeah, there was Vader, like the female Vader, Catwoman. You know, there
Raven.
was
Raven.
Nice.
Silk.
Dope. Yeah, that's dope. Oh,
Like-
that's Tim Drake.
Tim Drake. Yeah.
Yeah,
Red Robin.
Red
Yeah.
Robin. Which is,
yeah. Like I said, there were a whole bunch of Scarlet Witches. Like
Yes.
another
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. This right here,
Beetlejuice. That's
I saw you
awesome.
post that. Was dope.
That's awesome.
yo, this right here, and they walked.
And
I
the
mean,
book, too.
he was a boss.
Where's
like
his head at, dude?
like it's in the shirt, and he has it opened up, like it was in.
That's
Yo.
awesome, bro.
Yo,
Wow.
I yo, I
They got
had
that
to.
one off,
Good.
man.
I had to. It was just basically no joke. I had to. It was amazing. Like this piece, like I couldn't. Man, yeah. It was so much. Oh man, like it was so much going on. This was decent.
Ah, Nightmare.
Oh,
Batman.
yeah, Nightmare
Favorite
Batman, baby.
Yeah,
One of
that
my
was
favorites.
decent.
Beetlejuice.
We had another Beetlejuice. She killed it definitely.
Black Adam.
Oh,
Yeah,
Black Adam.
Yeah.
That's
We
dope.
had the little this little guy was adorable.
Shredder.
This was amazing.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
amazing. We of course had Scarlet Witch and
Yes.
Vision.
Vision.
Yeah. We had a couple. We had a Loki and
That's my girl from Fifth Element.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man.
The Dalmatians.
Cruella.
Corella.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Wow.
of
That's
course,
perfect.
That's a good
That's
one.
amazing.
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely a
She
good-
got
but
that one off. That's perfect.
Even with the mask on.
Mhm.
Oh
That's
yeah.
perfect. Oh,
This
Fifth
guy
Element.
right here, Fifth
Fifth
Element,
Element.
Chris Tucker's character.
It's the best show I've ever done.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Of course, we had
Rogue.
Rogue.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh.
we had the Red,
Hydra.
Skull.
I like
yeah,
that.
we had the
Skull.
Red Skull.
That was
We
cool.
had
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
Noir.
Yeah,
Noir.
Spider-Man Noir.
nice.
Two-Face and Riddler.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we had
Nice.
you know
Firestorm and
Bishop.
Bishop. Mhm.
Man,
We
you
had
know,
a couple
I way before I would think it was 2017. I've always wanted to go to Comic-Con because I've been hearing
They're
a
fun.
bunch of great things
They
at
are really
Comic-Con,
fun,
and I
dude.
saved up the money actually. I was working and because the one person that I really wanted to meet was Stan Lee.
Yeah,
And
so glad I got
because he, as a kid, I grew up reading comic books. I learned to read from comic books. So I just wanted to tell him, I appreciate for what you've done for me, my child and everything. But then after hearing his passing, it's like now there's no reason to go, because that was the only reason why I wanted to go to Comic-Con, was to meet him and get a signature
Yeah.
signed from him and just tell him that he has helped me through. And maybe one day, Leal, me and you and a couple of other people in the panel, we should all meet up one day, because
Yeah.
this is going to be really fun.
We're gonna go, dude. But
bro, I'm
to
telling you.
speak on Stan, you should go. That's because his legacy is all over the cons, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
His legacy is all over every con you go to. I don't care if it's in Osaka, Japan, New York, California, here in Florida,
Wow.
wherever.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
This dude looked
as
just
well
like
as-
Han Solo.
Yeah.
He does.
I told him you ain't fooling nobody. That's really you, Harrison. And Kirby
Masters of the
influence is
universe.
all over the con too.
Skeletor.
Kirby should get more credit, man. He's all over the ground too, man.
Yeah, his influence is definitely there. Shout out to Bloodsport for the $10 super chat.
Definitely.
Thank you for that. He said, I bought a Hot Toys Darth Maul DX from one in Vendors. It was originally $475, but I bargained it down to $430. Definitely. The XM Studio Godzilla was crazy. Definitely need to meet up next year. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And speaking of XM Studios, I'm glad you basically brought that up. I think I gotta remove him because it's something happened with Yeah, something happened with Jedi Kid's connection. Like he's to actually
Oh.
come back
Oh.
in. But yeah, he'll drop back in a second. But yeah, speaking of XM, like XM's presence was definitely
Was
felt.
huge, right?
Yeah.
It was definitely felt. Like the pieces and stuff that I actually saw there, man. Like now, granted, I mean they XM and Diamond Select were the only two vendors that were actually there.
Yeah.
You know, as far as, you know, whether it's statues, 6 scale or quarter scale statues, or like smaller scale 1/10, you know, they were the only two companies that were there. Like no one else, you know, no other company was there at that point. I don't know what the situation might have been. You know, well, of course we know. I mean, because of COVID, of course, Sideshow, you know, they weren't there because they had their own con going, of course. So, you know, that's to be, you know, understood. But other than that, like it wasn't really too much, you know, more, you know, happening.
Mhm.
But, you know, other than that, like I said, XM, like they had some amazing stuff. I'm gonna actually pull up the pictures once I get to it, but they had definitely some amazing things there. Give me a second here once I get into it. I mean, yeah, like they did a reveal. This was basically one of their reveals. They actually waited. It was crazy because they kept this piece on till, you know, pretty much the end of the night, or actually until
Wow.
Sunday.
I hadn't
And I would-
seen it. I'm dying to see this, Lael.
Yeah, it was crazy because yeah, it was this piece right here. It was the Wonder Woman.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh.
Now you got it. They have the colored version as well. But this piece right here, it was phenomenal. I would get it just like this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
pretty dope.
Like this
really.
piece, XM came. They showed up and showed out, bro.
Oh, did they have any sideshow stuff there this
No.
year?
No, Sideshow.
No
didn't
hot toys
take-
either.
Nah,
No.
it was just Diamond Select and XM.
It's
Oh.
yeah.
Interesting. Are you
Yeah.
picking this up, Leo?
This is awesome, bro. I know the price is a stinger.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
This is.
it's up there. They
Those
had
are
a few.
awesome.
Now these pieces
That's
were
sick.
crazy. Like those were insane. I'm trying to find.
Concrete jungle.
Yeah, I'm trying to find because I know I actually loaded some more of the photos. Give me a second here.
Yeah,
I'm
this
a- I'm
there's this cat, Concrete Jungle, and he had these amazing hip hop mashup pieces. And he
Yeah,
had,
they look really cool.
Sean
Yeah.
and Redman, and they were incredible work.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually give me a second here because I'm gonna actually find them.
What do you have? Sculpts of them too?
Yeah, he was. They were there pre-order. He was more of a
Here
smaller.
they go. Here they go. Here they go. Here, I'm gonna bring up those in a minute, but I'm just actually because I'm on the theme of, you know, pretty much XM.
Okay.
But and I'll actually go back to the other ones. But yeah, like XM Studio, this piece was
Oh,
phenomenal.
that's sick.
Damien. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
This
Oh
one
my
right
God.
Oh,
here.
man.
Today.
Connor Hall.
Yeah. This this
Wow.
Green
arrow.
Arrow. Wow.
DC's killing it with these statues,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
These statues.
Yeah, yeah. And then they actually have
Oh
reverse
man,
flash.
reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
reverse
awesome.
flash was on point. Yeah, this piece right here was just, I was like, yeah, because look at
that
the
a big one?
diorama. Yeah, it's pretty. It's up there, bro. It's up there as far as scale. I think it was like a quarter scale, sort of like.
That's
Oh
nice.
wow. Oh.
Yeah, it's a quarter scale piece, but this one right here,
Lex.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like,
He wants to be
whoa.
Superman so bad, bro. So
Leo,
bad.
I don't know if I want to come on the show anymore because you're tempting me. I'm telling you.
Yeah. He's an influencer, bro.
Oh man.
Black
That's a
suit
good one.
Superman.
Black suit Superman.
That solar suit.
Yeah, that
His
solar
mullet.
suit, bro. This one
Yeah.
right here was decent.
Oh,
This one right here, the
Oh,
Bizarro.
Bizarro.
that's sick.
was on
I didn't see
point.
that one.
Let me
Oh,
see
that
here.
Catwoman's awesome.
Yeah,
This.
now this one
What?
right
This
here.
piece.
This was
Wow.
boss.
Yo,
This-
zoom in.
Yeah, the,
Bro,
Zoom in
Wow.
now.
Ninja
I
ones
gotta
they
see
did?
this.
this piece right here, bro. This
Is that a
piece right.
sword?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Yo.
They had a Batman Samurai line. What do you see the Joker?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Please tell me there's a Joker.
Look
It
at
has
the
to be a
pink.
Joker, right?
Oh my God!
No. Oh my.
Look at that.
Oh
Yeah.
no! This is,
I'm so
Bro.
scared to get into the quarter scale games. I know I'll be
Bro.
I
finished.
know,
The rabbit
right?
hole, bro.
XM came to play, fam.
Yes.
Wow.
They came to play. And
Oh,
they
is he
had
tatted
some-
up too? Is he tatted?
Yes. He has the
The Yakuza. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
That's on the
Yeah.
same that's the same figure as the Joker below. This is just the top of the
Oh my God.
same figure. So
Yeah,
that's the bottom
penguin.
half, and then above
Look at
him
that.
is
Yeah.
that.
What? And
Yeah.
he's licking the katana.
Yeah.
Wow.
bro.
That's awesome.
Now, Mike, they were just on shelves. You could walk right up to it and touch it. It was really weird. If you should have seen how many parents were yelling at the kids to stay
Don't
back.
touch that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like the thing is, it's like us as collectors, we know not to touch. We get as close as we can, and then we pull back because we know better.
I
But
also
man,
thought the prices were kind of low, in my opinion.
Yeah,
for
they
what
were.
you getting.
Really?
Yeah, they were.
Yes. Yes.
look at.
Oh.
He's
Yeah,
like, take,
yeah.
take my credit.
Take your credit card.
Yeah,
Take
like
credit card.
Yeah, there's some good ones there.
they like literally like I was saying, yo, actually Anthony was crazy because when I was there taking the pictures, I was like, yo, if I show Anthony this shit,
Yeah, dude. I mean, fuck, man, he's
look
licking
at
it too.
this is
It
the
looks
color
sick.
version.
Yeah, that's
This is the
Whoa.
colored version.
Oh, they got Mars,
does-
Cheetah.
Does this
Yeah.
mean that we're going to see a movie where she's fighting a few of these?
It would have been better if she did. Better than that
Darkseid's
Right.
daughter.
1984.
You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
sometimes they'll issue a something like this, and then a year down the line, you'll find out that there is going to be a movie where she's doing something
Yeah.
like this.
Well, they
Yeah.
did a Batman one like this a few years back where it had his rogues gallery. This is kind of like a companion piece in a way to that because they did the
Oh,
same
Dark
thing where they had
Canary.
all
Oh,
the
that's
rogues
awesome.
and had a non-painted version for him as well.
Siphon.
Bro, this
That
piece,
is an amazing piece.
That's
literally-
sick,
Yeah,
bro.
it was.
I'm gonna have to bargain with Toya and be like, please, please, if I get
Yeah.
this, like literally, if I get this right here, because I have a few coming, but this right here would pretty much, I would stop right here.
Bro, she just put $55 towards it.
That's it. That's it. That's gotta be like $900, man. $800 easy.
Bro,
wow.
That's $800 easy, bro.
Oh, it's more than that. I'm sure
Nah,
that's like
the
15,
Batman one
right?
was-
How-
What
how
scale
big is that
Is
one?
it quarter scale?
The Batman one was like
This is quarter
1700,
scale.
so it's probably
Yeah, I
like-
think this
Jesus.
is one
Yeah,
was
that's
around
huge.
1140, but I could be wrong. But it was. I thought it would be around $2,000, honestly.
Yeah. I'm just talking.
Man,
I'm just
I am
talking.
so glad I have
Start.
that Dune money right now.
Dude,
bro,
this
like
is
I
one
told
to
you,
buy, bro. If you're starting,
Yeah,
Yeah, this
one to
is
buy.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
bro, like they
That one's
showed
really
up.
cool looking right
I
there
love
too.
It
Bro.
is,
I
it
mean,
is,
just because
bro.
they're young, and it looks really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yo,
it
did-
is.
did you
Man.
I
get
love
the
it.
Godzilla?
Did
Oh
yeah,
yes,
I
yes.
did, but you know what? No, I didn't because I did the live. I did a live. If you can
I saw
probably
the live
find it.
the Godzilla.
Yeah,
so-
I just did.
Let me just text it to you right now. Or you just as y'all talk.
Okay, cool. But yeah, man. As a matter of fact, Vinny, put it in your messenger if you can. Send it to me in Facebook Messenger,
Got you.
and I'll just pull it up through there if you got.
Man,
the
I'm
pictures, 'cause
loving
that-
this piece.
Yeah,
this
that's a
piece
nice
right
one,
here
bro.
is phenomenal,
Man.
bro. Like I man, the God Trimble Dust was right. Godzilla, that Godzilla piece was dope. Like
Yeah.
it,
And
bro,
that was a
shit
huge one, right?
fire. Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
fire.
I remember that was the one they showed a few months back, right on their YouTube channel when they did the reveal event.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
the
thing
life
was-
size one.
It's
Mhm.
huge.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, you're paying like $3,000 for that.
That
Probably
piece
more.
is
Yeah,
huge.
they were. Yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. XM took it. They took full advantage of the simple fact that they were the only ones that were there.
No hot toys, no sideshow.
No hot
Yeah.
toys, no sideshow.
right. So
Mhm.
they're just like, you know what? They ain't gonna see nothing but us. Let's bring it.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the
like-
last time I went to New York Comic Con.
yeah. When they were there,
What the
Yeah, so
hell?
that penguin's so.
That penguin is huge.
Man, that is a huge. Whoa.
Oh, that's like 2 racks.
Wait, is the guy setting the penguin thing up?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's huge, man. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
What's the scale? Is it 1/4 or is it 1/3?
bro. It wasn't one because the thing is, you got to look at the entire. It's
That's
like,
more than quarter scale.
Yeah,
bro,
I
the
think
entire
it was quarter.
piece.
It's just he's elevated.
Yeah.
You see how he's
That's
already
true.
up. He's quarter scale, so the whole set. But
It's like-
I was right. Like, yeah, quarter scale can be huge if they have a lot of
Man,
stuff around
Yeah,
it.
that Joker is phenomenal.
I'm sending
This
you
one
the
was
guy putting
1,200.
together the Wonder Woman.
That was 12, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured.
Okay, cool.
But it's definitely worth more than 1,200 in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
It was huge. It was enormous.
Yeah,
I was like,
unveiled
wow.
the picture of the guy putting together the Wonder Woman because when he unveiled it, they had put it
Mhm.
together. You'll see like it's almost like half of his body.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, that
is
was
God.
incredible.
This is Godzilla.
that's the old school
What scale is
Godzilla.
this?
This thing was
That's a
huge.
diorama. That's like
That
2
was
3
huge.
feet.
No idea.
Yeah.
It was just so big.
Bro, it was huge. It was
Wow.
so big. Like, literally,
Size
anybody
of a
who's a
kitchen
Godzilla fan and Tremble Dust, you've seen this one. You need the
Mhm.
crib. You need a crib to hold that.
Yeah.
You are right. This
Yeah.
is how huge
Yeah.
this thing was, bro. This thing was huge.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
big.
enormous.
It was a monster.
literally, it was
Oh my God.
phenomenal. It was enormous.
That's big.
Like, you said, Vinny, you sent me the other one.
Yeah, you should have them. You should have them all. Like
They're like the size of a human head. You know, like
Yeah,
that's how
really?
big they are. Yeah.
That's big.
Wow.
Huge.
That is huge.
Mhm.
it's all there in your messenger.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Because
Yeah,
you're just
Vision,
in awe
man.
of
That vision
What?
Vinny's dope.
That's a Godzilla bust?
Yeah.
Yes, and you
That's
see on there it says like
holy
$1,100. It's worth so much more than that, but that's how
Oh,
much they
yeah.
charge.
That's almost 3 feet. It's huge.
Oh my God. There's another angle on that one?
No, that's the only one I took. I should have took more angles.
Oh,
but
I
there's so many-
can't- I
there's so many
can't.
people.
I can't.
Yeah.
And
We were
that's
all
when,
just in so much awe of what we were
Yeah.
seeing. It was just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I can't. That rabbit hole is that's too far.
I had
Too
one
deep.
other angle, but
hold on.
Right.
Let me actually come out.
Yeah.
Rabbit hole is
one.
too deep, man.
Yeah. Let me.
this is
come
the
out.
same. This is the same one that Vinny just showed you. Can I-
Oh, from the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you saw from Vinny's photo how big this thing is. It says it's
Yeah, that's
$1,100. Like I'm like, this can't be $1,100. This must be $2,500.
The detail is just ridiculous on that piece,
Phenomenal.
man.
You were just like, we were
Yeah.
just in awe. It was just
Yeah.
It's
unbelievable.
huge.
It's crazy.
Yeah. This is them putting together that Wonder Woman, man.
Oh
Wow.
my God. So they
I
have.
know,
They
I
have.
imagine everyone has pegs in it probably for every.
You gotta have pegs,
like,
yeah.
Every figure just probably a pain in the ass to
Man,
put together, but it looks
XM
so awesome.
with their DC line. It's crazy.
Yeah, we get respect with XM.
It was
Yeah.
almost like walking. They had their own section, and it was almost like walking into a museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely
Yeah.
they had their own, like, it was just them, you know. And the thing is, because it was what was crazy, because Vinny knew that I was waiting. We started at the other end, and I could not.
Mhm.
We had to take a break and get something to eat. That's how big it was. We took a break. We went and got pizza. We came back, and then we went to that section, and it was like, yo,
Man, I'm glad DC's getting some love because this
Yeah.
year DC is even
Well,
last
you
year.
know, the
was
thing is, DC
dying
gets
down.
a lot of love, bro. Like they get
It's
a lot of
WB.
love. It's
It's
just Hot
WB.
Toys. There's not
in the
like-
collecting world. I'm just talking about
Yeah.
Hot
Mhm.
Toys in general, and also
Yeah, Hot
statues.
Toys,
We haven't
they
seen a
don't.
lot of
but
lot
you
of
get tons
love
of
for
statues.
DC.
And,
Mhm.
yeah.
video. We got a video.
She
Whoa,
showed.
whoa, whoa! Was that the Joker? That thing is huge.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a monster.
It is.
That penguin, man. There's something about
Oh my
a
God,
statue.
dude.
Oh, there's Leo.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was big, man.
I just
That's
couldn't
it.
get over how they really made it. It felt very like a sacred place.
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool
yeah.
though. That's really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Definitely.
That's pretty big, man.
Vinny, if you could put that picture I just sent you to your messenger, put that in, pull it up for me,
Oh,
and,
no.
and send it to me. Did you get it?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, send it to me if you get a chance to.
You want me to
Because
send
this was, yeah, send it to my messenger. Put it in my message, like send it to me like a message.
Okay.
Because this was probably the highlight picture for me that day. It was an amazing photo. Let me know when you send it to me, Vinny.
But what do you mean? The one you sent to me, so you should have it. What do you mean?
Well, the thing is, because I sent it to you by
Okay. Send it
by
back.
the phone. So that's what I'm saying. Send it back to me in Messenger because
Gotcha.
it's stupid the way this thing works. So
Gotcha.
Nah, it's all good, man.
yeah, but I mean, it going to the con itself, like here it is.
I love
Vinny
it,
sent it
dude.
to me just now,
Same.
bro. Like I said, it's the atmosphere. I mean, I think that's
Yeah.
basically what it is. It's just mainly like the atmosphere itself. Let me see here. Yeah, this was probably the highlight of being at the con when you run into like really wonderful people. This right here.
There you
warms
go.
the
Nice.
heart. There we go. That was me and at the actual Comic Con. Yeah.
That's cool.
So definitely that was such a good way to end it all. It was I mean, we had a ball. We all had a ball.
That's cool.
It was
It
an
was
incredible
amazing.
day, and it just really was. I mean, it really was very cathartic. It felt, like we've been wanting this for so long, and
Mhm.
so many of the things that we felt other people were feeling, and just to have that feeling back, to have that good feeling back, it was really just wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We had so that's what I'm saying. Like next year, definitely next year.
Get
We're
the
all
team
gonna have
together.
to. We got to get the team together. Everybody out there in the chat world, we got to get together. We got to all meet at the Comic Con and just share the experience. It was so amazing. They had different panels there, but I guess like I really wasn't. You're so enticed with everything that's happening out on the floor, like you can care less about the panels. Like literally, you
Yeah.
can. Like you'll hear and there weren't really too many announcements this year. So, it was. I definitely loved it, man. I had such a good time. But
Yeah, Leal, next time we meet, I'm gonna wear my Dune outfit from the production team. So
do that, do
There
that.
you go. That's awesome.
It's
All
awesome.
right, man. We are definitely coming up on an hour and 30 minutes. So basically, like I said, I want to close this out in a few. But yeah, like again, like I said, thanks for everybody for coming on tonight and us actually just talking about the con, talking about what if our experiences. And again, like I said,
Definitely.
hopefully I'll see everybody. Everybody, come on, man. We have to see everybody next year. Let's just make it a field trip to the con, and we can
Well,
all
shit,
just
Lynch and
fellowship
I'll
together.
just fly out together, man. We'll just ride the plane. Like,
Straight
That's
up.
it. That's it.
This is
Oh,
my
that's
favorite
nice.
cosplayer.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah, let me see
Oh,
that.
man.
Nice.
We need a
It's good
figure,
looking.
man. We need a figure from her.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
she
was
killed
amazing.
that.
She killed it. That was amazing.
Oh,
And I have a
that's
picture of it,
awesome.
but I didn't get a single picture of her by herself.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yo, she
Yeah.
made that? She had to have made that.
yeah.
That's
She,
sick.
she put that together. Like that was
Yeah,
that was
she got
really
that
dope.
one off, man.
She
Wow.
was really dope, man. Definitely.
We had a Hot
KG,
Toys
man.
figure, bro.
Definitely. I mean, we've been talking about that for the longest time, man.
Yep. Yep.
We've been talking about it
Yeah.
for the longest time, and they just need to
Yeah.
kind of get off their high horse and just give it to
Mhm.
us. But hopefully we will. KG, man, what you got coming up next, bro?
Well, I got a live stream coming up this Sunday. Leia invited you, and also Mafia. Yeah, I actually, if you watched my live stream yesterday, I made a Facebook group.
Oh, you did?
So yeah, because I felt that I love communicating with collectors. I love communicating with people in general, and being a part of these live streams has helped me a lot. So I wanted to connect with other people in my group. So that's pretty much it. I'm just live streams coming up every single weekend, and whenever I have the time like this, Mondays, during the week, I'll definitely hop on some live streams. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I can't wait for Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. You already
Yeah,
know
definitely.
that. So definitely see you then. Anthony, what you got going on over there at Cisco Mafia, bro?
hey, man, a lot, right? Well, Wednesday, just in the immediate, and you're welcome to come too if you want. But Wednesday, I'm gonna have Aries on, from Six Kill Cantina. We're just gonna talk some
Okay.
Star Wars market and then just Star Wars hype, just kind of shoot a little bit on that, and then. Death Watch just came in and Miles is
Yeah.
in, so we'll do
Yeah.
reviews on that.
Awesome.
I'm just like a few subs away from 500, so I was like, well,
Yes.
That's
so
Everybody
almost
in
there.
this chat right now,
That's
hold up.
awesome.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. Everybody in this chat right now, if you're watching, make sure that you subscribe to Six Scale Mafia. Let's get him up there, get him monetized on that channel, man. Most definitely. So we all need it. Like we all need it.
Yeah.
KG, all of us, we all. It's one big, huge
Yeah.
community. We support each other.
Yeah,
Look, it
yeah.
took me some time to get there. I got there like a few weeks ago from help from these guys and everybody in it. So let's all do that. If you haven't already, subscribe to Six Scale Mafia. Subscribe to KG. Come on, man. Let's get these groups monetized because the more people
reviews and
definitely,
live streams
man.
and you know the thing too. I think what we're gonna do is at 750 and I think at 1,000. I think we're gonna do 2 hot toy giveaways for both of those.
Oh man, put me in the
Y'all
loop.
heard it. Y'all heard it.
For real. And you know I'm good for it. So
You know,
so
we already know you.
It'll
Man,
be
look.
cool, man. It's fun. And I like to give back too. So that's what it's
Speaking
all
of
about.
exactly. So again, when you saying give back, like I said, 16 Scale Man, the 16 Scale YouTube channel, we will be having a giveaway, for the Thanksgiving month of November.
Definitely.
Ooh, nice.
And basically, like I said, I mean, how to enter is there's a way that you actually enter in, and I think pretty much it's important that we do this again. One is always that you're going to have to subscribe to, the Collector Zone Cantina. That's always one, first and foremost. But when it comes to the giveaway, the way we're going to do this is that you have to basically show us that you actually, did some good. You know what I mean? Show that you've done something, even if it's through taking a picture that you've, proof that you've given something to somebody and made their lives better. Because that's what it's all about. We want to make somebody's life better. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's a food drive. I don't care if it's making you sure that you supply somebody with a coat. Just goodwill. We want to spread goodwill. That's what Thanksgiving's all about. And when you do that, you have a chance of winning an item. We're not going to say what it is yet, but it's going to be something good. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
That's
so
a great way to do it too.
Yeah,
really,
definitely.
It is. It's all about.
In order for
giving
you to
back.
receive, you have to give. Training that, and that's just how it is. You have to give, and you have to basically give honest and be. It's just something when you do it. We all sometimes we give. Unconsciously without really knowing it. We supply something to somebody. I don't care if it's words, it's just our presence alone. Us in the community, we give people a space to really share and in fellowship and know that they're not alone. So that's what we want to continue on.
And sometimes
next
just
month.
being there for somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
is
definitely.
giving.
Exactly. So that's what we want to do. So definitely. So yeah, we're going to team up. And I'm thinking about we're going to have a Thanksgiving special on here with everybody. We're going to have one big
100%.
crew. We're going to have a Thanksgiving special. You know
That'd be
what
great,
I
man.
mean?
I love
And-
this time
I
of
like
year,
that.
bro.
Exactly.
That's
This
a
is
thing
my
for
first time
me,
of the
man.
year.
Like
Yeah,
I don't
man.
have,
Yeah,
I don't
Vinny in
have
his room.
family
Yeah.
here, man. So that's a thing for me. I'm always Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'm just sitting here,
Going
man.
on Thanksgiving
So,
and Christmas, bro. I love this time of year. Bro.
so I'm
Leo.
down for any
Yo.
of that.
Yeah.
Listen, once No Way Home comes out, we got to have a talk discussion on live.
Oh,
definitely.
Man.
Yes.
We gotta do it.
We got to
That's
have and before that, Eternals on the 5th of next
Oh
month.
yeah.
We
I'm
definitely
kind of
have.
scared for that one, bro.
I'm not.
We'll see what happens.
I'm not.
Bro.
Chloe Zhao, bro. I have full confidence in her, bro.
We'll
I
see
have
what
full confidence in Chloe, bro. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be dope. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that movie.
It's gonna be a good one.
I'm
definitely have a-
excited for it, but I'm scared at the same time. I want it to do good, bro.
I think it will. I got full confidence that it will. So, but yeah, Anthony, like I said, as always, follow Anthony at Cisco Mafia KG over there at his on his channel as well. Jedi Kid, bro, what you got going on, man?
Waiting for the armor. Mafia talked me into getting that one. The armor, I got that coming. I
Was
got
it the review or what?
Yeah, I watched the review. I told you gonna watch the review. I watched it, so I said, "Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull the trigger." So I'm getting that. That's coming. I got Miles coming. I'm still waiting for Venom. I just got Mysterio yesterday. Thank goodness.
Oh,
And what else am I waiting for? Oh my God, from Matrix. What's her name?
Trinity.
Trinity.
Trinity. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for her too.
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. So
That's dope.
yeah, I'm just cooling right now, man. I'm dealing with a lot of back pain, bro. I don't know how.
Bro, what did you do, man?
Well, it happened my last tour in Iraq. I got shot.
Oh yeah.
So I had to it started bothering me again last week. So I missed work for a couple of days, bro. And I had to go to a therapist today, and then I went to one on Thursday. Dude, I'm trying to I'm here because I got mad love for this channel.
Yeah.
All you guys are awesome. I'm trying to support this group, man. But I wanted to make it through the night and support this channel, bro, because we need it. This
And
is
hopefully you
something that we
recover soon,
all.
man.
Yeah, this is
Appreciate
an
it very
outlet
much.
that we all need, bro, and I definitely
Yeah.
needed to be here for you for this channel tonight.
Feel
man.
better, bro.
Yeah.
Feel better.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. You all, you're always here, bro.
No
This
doubt.
this is our show.
No doubt.
This is
No
our
doubt.
show. This is what we do Monday nights.
No doubt.
Comic talk with friends. So this is basically what we are. We always want to actually present and have that atmosphere where we actually come together and do that.
Definitely.
Now, aside from the simple fact that I will always see you on, and like I said, hopefully we'll do it this Saturday, the Midnight Metal. So I can't wait for that. But aside from that, what else you got going on?
I think that's it. Just Midnight Metal right now, and just finally recovered from Comic-Con because I kind of pushed myself a little bit. I was a little tired from that, but it was worth it. And I also have 2 other shows on the Burn Network where Midnight Metal also airs on. The shows are PGS All Stars and PGS Reviews, where I interview members of the PGS and promote their channels and promote their work as well. And, that's where you can find me if I'm not on your channel.
Yes.
Ooh.
Definitely always here, and we actually will see you because all right, so you can actually see us not this Thursday but the following Thursday on Uncivilized Scoundrels, the Star Wars show. So is honorary. She'll always be there, so we talk
Thank
Star
you.
I
Wars.
try to make it Star
I'm
Wars.
honored to be on the
You
show.
definitely
I
have
gotta try to make it to
do
that Star Wars show.
We're going to be
bro.
on once the shows start again, because otherwise you guys mostly talking about figures, right? So I'm trying to.
What you say?
I'm definitely going to be wanting to get on once the shows start back up. I can't wait for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So
Jason,
once the
man,
show
Jason's,
starts,
in
yeah,
chat too, man. He's my bud, man. He says the
Yeah,
same
brother.
thing, man. If you ever need to
Yeah.
reach out,
yeah.
Jason's cool.
I appreciate
Definitely.
And
you. man.
it's a pleasure seeing Vinny again, of course, Lael and Latoya T.
Yeah.
And very nice
Yeah.
meeting you, Jedi Kid, KJ Chalamet,
Likewise.
and
Likewise.
Vinny. It's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Yeah, you as well.
Likewise. Yeah, thank you.
KG Chalamet is gonna stick. You might as well just keep that in full effect.
That's forever. It's never going away.
Definitely. Vincent, Vinny, my man, all day with the room. What's going on? What you got coming up?
I'm so inspired from Comic-Con because so I'm behind a little bit on Inktober because that's a daily drawing challenge. So I'm catching up on that. And then as soon as I get done with that, I'm going to be rocketing into rattling off as many pieces as I can get while my regular work season starts to scale down for the winter, and get as many pieces as I can and start focusing on putting together as amazing and eye-grabbing table as possible if I pull the trigger on a con. So I'm going to be drawing my ass off because I'm super
man.
seeing all these great artists at the con and feeling like rubbing shoulders with them next year. We'll see.
Your stuff is crazy, dude. You
Definitely.
need
Yeah,
to
Yes.
honestly.
Yes.
You need
Bro,
a
I keep
table.
telling you. I keep
Like
telling you,
I
bro.
just went to your Instagram. I'm seeing your pieces, man. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
this work is
It's awesome,
stupid
dude.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get a table.
Yeah,
bro.
everybody watching, feel free to hit me up at Vincent Dunn.
Check
Art.
him out. Check out his page, man. His
If you
stuff
want
is
any
sick.
prints, just mention you from the show. I'll
Yeah,
take care of you on store and
he'll
everything.
take care of you. He has plenty of helpers too that'll help you out as well. Like
mention you from the show and the price on
Yeah.
store, but don't worry about those.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and as always, everybody, like I said, I mean, if you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel. We present, just opportunity. You know what? This is a place for not only just great content, and just goodwill, but just we create opportunity over here. Opportunity for everybody to share their thoughts, ideas, their dreams. If you even want to come up with a segment and you want us to talk about it, you can always actually send me a message and let me know. We'll put that up. Even critiques. Tell us how the show went. If you like it, if you loved it, if you didn't like it, if there's certain things you think we need to improve on. I'm the non-sideshow company where basically we accept critiques. So yeah, just as always, just hit me up whenever you need to. I'm always around. And yeah, we have great content over here. We always have comic book talk with friends on Mondays. This Thursday, now we're only doing 2 shows this week. This Thursday, we're going to actually have all figure talk. I'll actually have guest Robert Meyer Burnett will actually be on that show that night. You'll probably see some of these familiar faces up there, and hopefully we'll get Lynch Design.
I want to, you know,
as
if you
well.
got room for me, man, I want to get
Yeah,
on that
if
and
you
talk
have
some
room.
Trek
Yeah.
and stuff. with
Definitely,
Robert and-
definitely, because
I'm gonna
especially
try
if you
to
wanna,
get on, bro. Definitely gonna get on that one.
definitely. You know, Robert Meyer Burnett is like a golden dude. Like he's that guy, that you know, especially Midnight Metal. When
Right.
that's
Yes.
that's like Christmas every Saturday
Yes.
morning for me. Like seriously, because all we talk about is nostalgia, and I love it, and I can't wait to this weekend. So yeah, tune in for that. But again, like I said, and also every other Thursday we will actually have the Uncivilized Scoundrel, where we talk about nothing but
Yes.
Star Wars content, from figure releases, movie releases, Disney
Yeah.
Plus, you know,
Lando.
books, everything. Speaking of which,
Yes.
I will have Lando coming this week. I'll also have the
Can't wait.
I have the Shore Trooper coming this week. I have my Death Watch Mando coming this week.
It's
I have
pandemonium, dude.
yes,
Busy
I
this
have
week,
It's
man.
coming. It's gonna hit
Yo,
you, baby.
Wow.
I have Miles coming this week.
Wow.
So
This
yo,
guy's busy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm actually about that. I'm working on my review. Actually, I'm gonna do the review for the Rex. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. What
Did
is
you order
happening?
2 Death Watches, bro?
Yeah, I
I
did.
ordered 2, bro.
Yeah, I did.
I needed
I
2
did.
for like
I
I
a
just got
team.
one, man. I'm like
I
I'm
did.
tapped, man. But I was like,
I
I'll just
did.
get at least one.
I did.
Yeah, I had to get 2, bro.
I did. I got 2, bro, because it's just impossible not to have it. But anyway, like I said, everybody out in the chat, thank you for coming through. I'm actually going to just go through and address everybody here. We have Linda in the building. Linda, bad influence as well, but good to have you here. Love seeing you here. Toe Bars in the
Yes.
building. We have Derek Sendova in here in the building. We have Ben Thomas, Mike Fela, RMD Collective in the building, Jason Kugler in the building. We have Mario Cortez, my guy Mario over there at Collecting
Mario.
Weekly, and also my
Yes.
co-host for Uncivilized Scoundrels in the building. Always love you, guy. We have Lynch Design, of course, the man, the myth, the legend.
Lynch Design.
Yes, Lynch.
Always love my man Lynch. Who else we got here? We got, man, quite a few. Jason Klugler. We got
Songwriter not on
383. Single songwriter I didn't see him tonight. He must be busy.
Must be busy,
Yeah, because you know he's always in here. Trimble Dust. We have OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars all day. Love seeing you here, bro. Let me see who else. We got Toya, my love. The lady
Yes.
is in the building. Justin Moffett is in the building. Who else we got? Saya Dream is in the building. Let's see here. Who else did we got? Look, Toya. He's actually
Single songwriters in the building.
Is
I'm
he?
here.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, he is.
Single songwriter, boy. What's up, boy?
Where's he at? There you go. That's my man. I didn't see him. There you go. You know, it's I was mixing music in studio. Okay, there you go. Single songwriter, my guy. It's always good to actually have you here, man. It's always good to have you here, bro.
Definitely, man.
Love
S.
seeing my man.
Bean.
Malachi Mabeen was in here. S. Beam was in here. Let's see who. Man, Blood Sport is in the building. Let's
Single
see here.
songwriter.
Single songwriter, my guy. Like, man, we had a full house. Like, we had a full
Yeah.
house at the Venders. Man, look, I love having you guys here. Everybody out in the chat, peace and love as always. Remember to be nice and kind to your neighbor. Be
Yes.
kind to everybody that you see. Keep the community a positive, always a positive community. That's what we always promote here. We want to keep the peace going, man. That's how it works. You know what I mean? No negativity, always peace. That's what I'm skeptical about. Now, here's the thing, chat. I haven't started a Facebook page. And the reason why I haven't is because I've seen some of the toxic communities.
Yeah.
And
it's,
you know what? And it gets that way. And that's one of the
Mhm.
reasons why I'm holding off. So eventually I probably will, but I'm holding off for now. I'm just keeping it strictly here and on Instagram. I'll probably will have one coming, but we'll see. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, like, yeah, let's just keep it always positive. We want to keep that positive energy flowing. Again, stay tuned, you know, for us next week. Will we be back here? Who knows what we'll discuss? I know one individual wants us to discuss, you know, when we actually have Kyle Star Wars discussion. I mean, Superman discussions.
Oh man.
Yeah, Jedi Kid.
today.
Yeah,
I'm upset today. I don't want to
Yeah,
talk about it.
we're not gonna talk about it today.
No.
We're not. We're gonna stay completely away from that right now. Look. She's like, nope. Everybody's like, now we go. You see everybody in chat. Look at Anthony.
Let me check out if I get canceled.
Look at Anthony's face.
Let me clock out.
What do you want me to say, man?
Cancel culture.
Yo,
You're gonna cancel my Netflix special. Let me be quiet.
We'll see how that goes. Who
yeah.
knows what we'll talk about, but it's going to be eventful. Also, just make sure you tune into us next week. But yeah, love having everybody here. It was a great show, great panel. And again, we will see y'all next week. God bless. As always, stay positive. If you're collecting, love what you collect, and just show love all day, every day. This is my man. This is me, Leo Rockwell, for the 1/6 Scale Man. Proudly presents Comic Book Talk with friends, with everybody on this panel. We have the lovely panel. We want to say peace and love, and we will see y'all guys later.